guys so much for spending this Wednesday evening with Primetime Alex Stein right here on Real America's Voice. You're watching After Hours with your boy, Alex Stein. Now, I got to talk about something that is very serious to me, even though we like to joke around. In a recent declassified document, it was actually, let me look at it, Operation Artichoke. I know that name sounds insane. But the CIA has just released a plan from 1951 to 1956 that laid out a plan to manipulate the masses through a mass vaccination campaign. That's right. These are declassified documents. Now, I just want to say, because this is going to be on the internet, and some places you can't really talk about vaccines. I just want to say every vaccine is very safe and effective, as long as you want a little myocarditis. My point is this, is that with the COVID pandemic happening in 2020, and you just kind of extrapolate what they've been doing in the past, you look at the Tuskegee syphilis experiment, where the United States government gave young black people syphilis to see how it would spread. And then even when the program was going on, they found a cure to syphilis, and they still didn't give it to the research participants. That's how evil some of these people are. So this is a big deal that this is coming out and that this data and this information was just declassified, because that's exactly what happened with COVID. Now, I know a lot of people got the vaccine and are totally fine, but some people got the vaccine and got really messed up. Some people had myocarditis. And then after the fact, they even had to say that the vaccine doesn't necessarily stop the spread. And when you take a vaccine, if you're going to give a kid a vaccine for measles or polio, you want the vaccine to have years of long-term data and long-term testing. But during COVID, they were able to subvert any requirements for long-term testing because they put in what is called an emergency use authorization. And the only way that you can get the emergency use authorization is if there are no other remedies for COVID. Well, believe it or not, there are some other remedies for pneumonia. And I'm not saying ivermectin, I'm not, even though that stuff does help, but they had to lie to us and say that there is no cure whatsoever in order to get the vaccine into the arms of millions of people, which is ridiculous because we don't get free health care. You don't get free diabetes medicine. But when it comes to the vaccine, not only is it free, but we're going to give you a cheeseburger too. We're going to give you tickets to a baseball game. When they have to add some sort of incentive to get it, then it's not about money. It's about control. So even though this is a declassified document from the 50s, trust me, they run these scams again and again. There's nothing new under the sun. And it's similar to 9/11. There's a declassified document called Operation Northwoods. And that was a plan to start the Cuban Missile Crisis by hijacking planes, pretending to hijack planes as Cuban nationals and fly them into buildings in Miami to be a pretext to start a war with Cuba. And that's all declassified. And then 9/11 happens, and it's basically the same game plan. And you just read it, it makes me go insane. It absolutely makes me go insane. But once again, the conspiracy theorists are batting 1,000. So I'm not telling you not to get vaccinated. I'm not a doctor. You ask your doctor what is in your best interest. But trust me, these doctors, they benefit from this. They make money from this. So by you not getting a vaccine, potentially that can cost a doctor money. And what is money? It's the root of all evil. And when it came to the vaccine, it was simple: problem, reaction, solution. They had the vaccine already, so they had to create the problem, which is COVID, which now they're even saying was leaked out of a lab in China. But Chanel Ryan, who's been on this show, said there's more evidence that it was a leak out of the University of North Carolina in Chapel Hill. So I don't know where it came from. But I do know that we've had SARS, sudden acute respiratory syndrome, MERS, Middle Eastern respiratory syndrome. We've had respiratory syndromes for as long as I've been alive. But for some reason, they had to shut down the world for COVID, give everybody an experimental vaccine, and make it easy to use mail-in ballots in order to get their president in office. Now, I mean, was that the plan? Probably yes, but I'm just speculating all this. This is all alleged. Remember, we're just a TV show, having fun. Take everything that I say with a grain of salt. Now, this next clip, I really want to play this clip because a lot of people accuse me of being racist. I'm not. I love black people. I don't know if I love brown people as much, but I like brown people. I like brown people. I mean, I'm the pimp on a blimp. I'm primetime 99. You know, I'm 1/16th black. And this is a clip from my high school, Highland Park High School, which was the last school in the state of Texas to integrate. As a matter of fact, Highland Park spent a big part of their budget busing kids to other schools because they didn't want black kids in the school. Now, I'm not saying this is good or bad, but when I went to Highland Park High School, I graduated with one black guy. It was all white. And then I went to LSU, which was like all black. That's another story for another day. But seeing this clip, it just blows my mind because this is the high school that I graduated from. And these are the first days of integration, not for the country, but for my school, which was the last school to integrate. So let's play the clip.
But when I first came, I felt kind of lonesome because without the friends that I had in San Antonio. But now since I'm here, I'm beginning to enjoy it.
Well, I think it's pretty neat, actually. I met him. He's a pretty nice guy, real nice guy. Well, I think it's a good idea because I come from Hillcrest and we have lots of blacks. And I mean, kids can have to live with them. I don't see why they shouldn't start now in school.
The Park City School District was the last in Dallas County to open its doors to blacks. It has never been accused of operating a dual school system. In the 50s, it was the practice of the Highland Park School District to pay Dallas to take all its black school-age children. State and federal law now prohibit that practice, and Highland Park School District, like other suburban school districts, are no longer the havens they used to be.
The issue of consolidating the Highland Park and Dallas school districts is currently in federal court. And it's really an ironic footnote that the federal judge who is to decide the case is none other than William Mack Taylor, Highland Park High, class of 26.
Now, the reason that I play that clip is not that I'm trying to say that it's cool to be racist. It's not cool to be racist. But now in Frisco, which is less than 15 miles away from that same exact school, 1/3 of the entire Indian population now resides in the DFW Metroplex. That's right, 1/3 of the American Indian population. That's right. People that have H-1B visas that are here legally live in the DFW area. So it wasn't that long ago in the 70s where it was a big deal if one black guy went to your school. And now there's schools that are predominantly brown. So my point is that we are changing so fast, we don't even know what to do. And I'm not like white power hour, we need an all-white school, but America is becoming the new world order where white people are losing their identity. And sadly, in the future, we're going to be the minority, especially in Texas. So this clip, to me, kind of just shows a world that, you know, yes, it was a little racist, but it's kind of pretty and beautiful that the world was, I guess, white people are not under constant attack and not called racist. And maybe if they were a little racist, it was okay back then. Like everybody has a racist grandfather. But now, this is why I think this is important. It's not because I don't like other colors. I love black people. I like brown people. I love big booty Latinas. But I want to play this clip from a politician in Poland talking about why his country is the safest and why his country has the least amount of unemployment. I mean, he basically just kind of sums up everything I'm trying to say in this one clip. Let's play it.
The lowest unemployment in European Union is Poland. The highest GDP after COVID in European Union is Poland. One of the lowest debts in European Union is Poland. So don't give us this rubbish about the need of educated immigration, as we heard yesterday. We don't need your doctors. We don't need your engineers. Take them all and pay for them. We don't need them. You know why? Because there is 0 terrorist attacks in Poland. Why? Because there is no illegal migration in Poland. So don't give me this look. Don't give me these arguments about the populism, because this is a fact. This is your data from Eurostat. So we don't need your engineers. We don't need your doctors. Take them. Do not teach us. Do not teach us about democracy, because we know what a democracy is. So learn from Poland. Be like Poland.
So the point I'm trying to make is I love the foundational Black Americans. I love the Black guys, but I do not like the massive immigration that is facing all of our constituents and all of our brothers and sisters and all of our neighbors, because our country is changing rapidly. And you see Poland, they're not doing that. They're not immigrating a bunch of people from foreign countries. And guess what? They have the lowest crime rate in the European Union and the lowest unemployment rate in the European Union, because their citizens don't have to compete with illegal immigrants that are willing to work for pennies on the dollar. So this is a serious issue. And I just wish that we don't need to go back to segregation necessarily, because like I keep saying, I love the Black people. I just don't like the massive legal and illegal immigration. All right, guys. Well, we got to talk about this. Soldier Fuel, the best energy drink in the world, my favorite, is running a promo. You can also get the Go Pills. I know some of you guys are tired. You guys need a pick-me-up. We all need one. Well, Soldier Fuel is the answer to your needs. If you are tired and you need that quick pick-me-up, it tastes good, makes you feel good, and you function good. It doesn't make you too jittery, doesn't make you go too crazy. So I encourage everybody, go show our show some love. Go show Soldier Fuel some love by getting some Soldier Fuel and Go Pills right now, because we all got to go. And then on top of that, guys, you know, Real America's Voice is stepping into the music industry, which I love. And Primetime Alex Stein is going to be coming out with some songs very soon. So I'm going to leave you with this hit song, well, internet hit. It's, you know, the mainstream media is not going to give it the attention that it deserves. This is Truth Bomb by the Truth Bombers right here from Real America's Voice. Thank you guys for watching.
They feed you headlines, cut the frame, say it loud enough, call it fact. Change the words, dodge blame, sell the lie, then double back.
From Real America's Music, the label that brought you Anthem of the Free, The Boss, and Somali Wall, comes a brand new anthem built for a distrustful age. Truth Bomb by the Truth Bombers.
Bomb, tick, tick, truth.
Talks about distrust of institutions, media manipulation, shifting government narratives, big tech censorship, cancel culture, and ideological silencing. The culture needs a truth bomb, and this track delivers. Download it now. Scan the QR code or search Truth Bomb by the Truth Bombers on iTunes. We've broken records before. Let's do it again together.